home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. Jordan Rice takes out Trey Cluxton. Right. Right back to Jackson. The ball. Flips it over to first and still gets Alex Harden. Cross, get out, ball later. In play, that's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver! And that is destroyed! Yeah, tie game! 60. Going, caught and robbed from Sam Thomas. He'll throw over to first and double him up. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. Jordan Rice takes out Trey Cluxton. Right. Right back to Jackson. The ball. Flips it over to first and still gets Alex Harden. Cross, get out, ball later. And he might have just missed it. Caught and robbed from Jordan Rice. And that's a shot! Zach Hall, what a play! double him up.
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Oh! Philip Rosenbach, walk off.
Get out, ball later!
And that ball is out of here. Walk off home run, Chingle. That ball's in play. Goes back, Keeper King. Back at Thomas Playhouse makes the grab. He's running through. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. I like it. That ball is absolutely tattooed. And what a roll! What a roll from Keaton again.
Flared up. What a play for Peter McNeil!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to AWA Wiffle Ball. Week 5 begins today after the All-Star break. And we have a good one here today. Well, maybe not as far as good one, but we have the first place seeded team right now, 9-3, and the last place seeded team, the Wolfpack, at 3-9. Something's got to change for this Wolfpack squad. They are the home team today. I'm Jack Blayhouse, and I think we can just get right into today's starting lineups.
Dominic DeMero, University of Hawaii. Go Bows.
Austin Whitehouse, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Alex Hatch, Woodway Elementary.
Houston Schmutz, Archbishop Murphy High School.
Brandon Williams, Snohomish, Washington. Tom Blayhouse, Punch Out University.
That is your away team in the Metropolitan Mojo, first in the league after week 4. Big loss, though, is Alex Hatch will not be here today. It didn't really affect them. He missed week 4. They still swept. On the back of Dominic DeMero, who hit for the cycle and almost had a no-hitter. He'll be pitching most likely in game number 2. Now let's take a look at the home team in the Western Wolfpack.
Alex Harden, Western Washington University. Thomas Blayhouse, Sherwood Elementary.
Sam Thomas, Summer School.
Zach Inouye, University of Washington.
Ian Michael, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Chad Curtis, Balso Hard University.
And that is your home team, the Western Wolfpack, at 3-9, and kind of a tough start to the year. They've already, at least for them, sitting at 3-9. They eclipsed the worst season in AWA history, which is back in 2023, where they finished the regular season at 2-25. So at least they got that going for them. Thomas Blayhouse will not be here today. He might make it in time for game number 3. But Thomas Blayhouse, all-time regular season home run leader. That'll be a big power bat, dearly missed in this Wolfpack lineup. They'll rely on Sam Thomas and Ian Michael, who have been a pretty solid 1-2 punch. They just haven't been able to find the zone as much as they did a season ago. Sam Thomas was the runner-up for Rookie of the Year in 2024. And we'll get started shortly, just waiting on the players to take the field.
Okay. You guys go out there.
Okay.
How's it going? Yeah, are you? Good. Jack, I'm going to score up there with you. Okay.
What are you doing?
What up?
Like the hair?
You hold this hair.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
We got a full now. What's up, Alex?
Are you taking him or me? Okay.
So here we are, ready to start. The Wolfpack have just taken the field, and there's Sam Thomas. There he is right there. So a little bit of a lower ERA, a 4.15, or higher ERA than he's used to. Still pretty respectful as far as AWA standards are considered. 2.8 whip, a little bit higher than he wanted it, and then a 1-6 is kind of the big thing there. Wolfpack offense just hasn't been able to tack on any runs to help support this 1-2 punch of Sam Thomas and Ian Michael. Ian Michael will be here shortly, but with that, we are ready to go for first pitch. Brandon Williams will lead it off for the Metropolitan Mojo. Brandon Williams hitting .306, first year in the league. Brandon Williams already towards the top of the league in walk, so he's getting on via the walk as the first pitch comes in just low for ball one. Sam Thomas also won Gold Glover of the Year a season ago, a 1,000 fielding percentage. He throws a strike right down the middle, 1-1. So I'm joined by Tommy Tickets here in the booth. Anything to say? That ball falls inside.
I'm ready to go, but I don't think they need me today. Elbow feels pretty good. Velo's down, but we'll be good.
Well, you'll be around just in case. I think Austin Whitehouse is going to get the start here in game one, so never hurts to have extra relief pitchers. 3-1 count to Brandon Williams. There's a get me over strike to make it full. Full count. Inside, and Brandon Williams will take the walk, something he's pretty accustomed to. Now Dominic DeMuro will step in. He really had a dominant week, a season, or I mean, it was about a month ago now after the All-Star break. It's up to a 444 average. So he'll step in here, hit for the cycle, something you don't see very often in AWA Wiffle Ball. There's a ball inside. The key for Sam Thomas here is trying to limit those walks, players on base. Kind of what the Mojo have done the best at. They lead the league in walks per 3. You can see kind of teams at the top of the, that ball's just low, 3-0, of the leaderboard after week 4 are not afraid to take the easy pass base on balls. Wolfpack on the bottom of that, they've walked the least in the league. That ball is a strike right at 60. If you're just joining us, 60 miles per hour is the maximum speed allowed. A 61 is a no pitch. Now full count for the second straight batter. This Mojo team definitely taking pitches here early. Does not go, and it's back-to-back walks. Sam Thomas already up to 12 pitches after the first 2 batters, and now Houston Schmutz will step in. Houston Schmutz at 4 home runs, 1 back from the league leaders. Currently sitting at 5. Average at 367, a little lower than. That's a nice pitch right there for a strike than what Houston's normally sitting. Low 4s. And that's inside. 1-1 count to Houston Schmutz. And that's outside, 2-1. So a little difficult here for Sam Thomas. There's a strike. So we still have yet seen a swing from this Mojo squad. This will be a 2-2 count. Austin Whitehouse on deck, and the shadows are a little funky right now with the sun. Got him swinging, and just like that, the first out after the first swing. There's one away here in the top of the first inning.
It's probably the warmest day of the year. I'm anxious to see if the ball's hit in the air, if it carries, because there's no wind here either, but it's about 80 degrees out here, which is really warm for us.
Yeah, and June already. So Austin Whitehouse will step in and fouls that back. He actually had his first home run of the year last week. And he's definitely a free swinging player. He's always, I think he kind of just decides pre-pitch if he's swinging or not, which can run into trouble sometimes. 0-1. That ball going back. Oh, and that's out of here. 3-run home run for Austin Whitehouse. And just like that, the Mojo take a 3-0 lead. Austin Whitehouse gets his second of the year, and the Mojo are already up. Not even through the first inning.
I think that answers that question about the temperature affecting the ball, because that was not hit that hard, but it just sailed right out of here.
Yeah, as the weather starts to heat up, it seems like kind of flicks of the wrists can get a ball to get out. As Brandon Williams sitting at 1-1. Fouls that back, 1-2. I think for this Wolfpack squad, if they can get out of this inning with just 3 runs, that's a good start. It's always been the first inning's always been the toughest.
I think the Mojo has really surprised people this year with being on top of the.
I mean, you keep saying that, but they made it to the World Series last year, so that ball's hit over to Zach Inouye. A little bit of a bobble. He can't make the play. Zach Inouye is stepping in after 2 weeks off. No. And just like that, Brandon Williams is on, and Dominic DeMuro will step in. Does go. Hit the bat as well, so 0-1. There's Dominic, always arguing with me. 1-1. Houston Schmutz on deck. Big hack right there, 1-2. So Ian Michael arrives, so he'll slot into second base.
Lays off that.
2-2 count now to Dominic DeMuro. He walked in his first plate appearance. That ball going back, and that is out of here. These balls are flying here today. Second home run of the inning, 5-0 already. Wherever the ball.
Going dirty a little bit easier to see. Dirty a little bit easier to see.
So now Houston Schmutz will step in here. 5-0 already with only 1 out. And I know they've only been playing with 2 fielders out there. Ian Michael's here. But and there he is. He'll take the field. As a reminder, there is a 6-run cap in innings 1 and 2. So a home run here would end it. There's a big hack right there.
Looks to me like the ball's not moving very well in this warm air. Looks pretty straight.
Yeah, I mean, Sam Thomas, he kind of relies on the change of pace pitches. He doesn't necessarily have those crazy movement pitches, and most of the time it's worked well for him. It has not worked well for him here in this first inning, as that's a nice pitch right there. Full count. Sam Thomas already up to 34 pitches with only one out. And that's high. Sam Thomas just trying to find a way to get out of this inning. Austin Whitehouse led the scoring off with a 3-run home run. Takes that one high. 1-0. That ball right to Ian Michael. And that will be the second out of the inning. So Brian Williams will now step in, takes one low. Just low again. So 2-0 count to Brandon Williams. Inside 3-0. Sam Thomas already up to 40 pitches.
He's really struggling with the command.
There's a strike. I mean, it's tough because every time he throws a strike, it looks like it's getting pimped out of here. There's another strike right there. Full count now. He'll lay off of it. So another walk right there. And this is a long inning to begin game number 1. Sam Thomas, a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, so he's really struggling with the strike zone here. I don't know who else they got available, but
got Ian Michael. He'll most likely start game 2, but we'll see. I mean, if there's ever a time to walk a batter, it's right here. So that's a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. That ball's in play, caught and thrown for the out. So that'll do it for the top of the first inning, and we are headed to the bottom of the first. 5-0 is the score. So Zach Inouye will lead it off here.
Mom, go do walk up. Yeah, Shane or Zach has to run for it.
well, there's no Alex Hatch today for the Mojo, so we'll see if Whitehouse can hold this lead.
Yeah, I mean,
he gives up a lot of runs, so we'll see.
Yeah, it was a late change actually to put Austin Whitehouse in there. And so here we go. Zach Inouye will step in, and he began the season hitting 500, so really good on-base guy. Austin Whitehouse will step in. And I think that's kind of the plan here today. Austin Whitehouse, we have 4.5 ERA. He's had some bad starts, but his last start was very good. I think he came into the Week 4 matchup with a 7 ERA, split that in half, about to 4.5. Swinging right there, 2-2. Does well to foul that off. So the fifth pitch, it'll remain 2-2. Austin Whitehouse.
You know, in this situation, you just want to throw strikes and not have a lot of traffic and let him get back in this. So we'll see how, if he can command right here.
That ball going back, and it just seems like a flick of the wrist will be a home run today. Everything is flying out of here. Zach Inouye leads it off with a solo shot. We could potentially be making some records here today. Already 3 home runs. We're not even through the first inning. I think right now the record for a series is like 8. I have to go to the stat board, but I mean, look at that swing. He just barely swung and it went over Club 65. Now another home run threat will step in. Ian Michael, who has the most home runs per games played. He's only played in 2 series. He's got 4 home runs. This is his 3rd series. Nails him there, 2-1. Big hack right there, 2-2. And Zach Inouye, he's a big piece of this Wolfpack team. Part of the reason why they haven't been getting the runs is he hasn't been in the lineup getting on bases. That's a strike right there, froze him. Strike 3 for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. So now Sam Thomas will step in. Sam Thomas off to a little bit of a slower start than his rookie year, but he's slowly been swinging the bat a little bit better each week. Fouls that one back, 1-1. That's a tough pitch, top of the zone, 1-2. Got him swinging, strike 3. So Austin Whitehouse battles back nicely after that leadoff home run for 2 straight strikeouts. Now Alex Harden will step in, hitting .333 on the year.
Looks like the got a little confidence up there, throwing hard and throwing strikes.
Yeah. How about deception up there on the mound? As that's a foul ball. I mean, you can't just throw a strike every pitch, otherwise you'll see kind of what we've been seeing here today. There's a lot of grunting coming over here from you. 0-2. One and 2 count to Alex Harden. Can you stop oohing over there? 2-2 count. Alex Harden going to try and keep this inning going. Big take right there. Full count now as we reload on balls here. Austin Whitehouse just threw his 20th pitch, so not a super easy inning for him, making him work a little bit. Got him swinging right there, strike 3. So after the leadoff home run, Austin Whitehouse comes battling back. 1-5 the score.
Still one of the buckets, no?
So here we go, getting ready to start the top of the second inning. Sam Thomas is back out there. Houston Schmutz trying to join the 5 home run club. And judging by the way it's gone so far, it's very likely as that ball's hit over to Sam Thomas. A nice little toss right there for the first out. Already a much better start to the second inning for Sam Thomas. I mean, getting the first guy is always a good recipe for success. 1-1 count to Austin Whitehouse. 2 home runs on the year. That ball off of Sam Thomas, and Austin Whitehouse will get in there with ease. I mean, we're always a little nervous on those balls back to the pitcher after the Peter McNeil injury. Hoping Peter McNeil makes a full recovery. The timeline's still questionable. So Brandon Williams will now step in. He's walked 2 times to begin this game. The walk merchant. 18 walks on the year already for Brandon Williams. I don't know the math on that, but about a walk a game minimum. The ball popped up and out of play. Alex Harden ran around Austin Whitehouse. Standing at first base, didn't really have a clear line to the ball. A little bit of screening there. Legal screening. 1-2. A little bit of a half swing defensive check there. So we'll stay alive at 1-2. Sails a bit high. 2-2 count to Brandon Williams. A little bit of an inside-out swing there, and he'll foul that one off again. Name of the game for this Mojo squad is getting on base for Hatch normally when he's here, or Dominic DeMuro, though he's been swinging the bat. Outside, full count. That ball's fouled off again. Long AB here. Another foul ball.
What?
I think that rule needs to be changed. Foul tip hit the backstop. I think that'd be called third strike. Caught third strike. I'll have to talk to the commissioner about that.
A little half swing over to Sam Thomas. He'll think about throwing, and he doesn't. Wisely lays off, but he'll get the second out. And that's kind of what you see from the reigning Gold Glover. I mean, 2 for 2 on some tricky plays. So Dominic DeMuro will step in again with 2 outs. He'll take a pitch inside, and we'll see how Sam Thomas handles Dominic here. Got a walk and a home run. Foul that off, so he's trying to most likely pitch around him here, but we'll see. That's a tough looking pitch right there, top of the zone. 1-2, so he's going right after Dominic here. Can't leave anything in the middle of that plate. Nasty pitch right there, strike 3, and Sam Thomas turns it around We're headed to the bottom of the second inning. 5-1 remains the score.
Turf quality.
Your Western Wolfpack getting ready to step in and chip away at this lead. They're down 4 runs, but good news for them, they have Zach Inouye back in again. Had a solo home run in his first at bat, and he's already off to the hottest start in his career. First pitch, swinging right there, strike, top of the zone, 54 miles per hour. Back-to-back swings 0-2, and Austin Whitehouse is peppering the zone here early. Destroyed foul. A little bit of a dangerous pitch right there. Fouls it off again. Got him swinging at every single pitch in that at bat. Unfortunately for him, he strikes out. So that'll be one quick out for Austin Whitehouse. Now Ian Michael step in, struck out in his first at bat. So Austin Whitehouse kind of piling up the strikeouts so far. Fouls that one back. Second foul right there. That ball's hit over to Brandon Williams. He'll throw, and he can't make the place, but it hits the brick wall, so he'll have to go back to first base.
Brick wall.
Good hot, Ian.
Good hot. Love the idea.
Now heading for the Western Wolfpack. Pitcher number 44, Sam Thomas.
That ball's in play over to Houston Schmutz, and he'll let it drop. And for some reason, Brandon Williams just throws it out of play. Sam Thomas is getting all the way over to third. Kind of a hectic play right there.
Eat it. Normal.
Oh, no. That's for that one. Yeah. I feel like we should.
Pitcher and captain, number 7, Alex Harden.
Is there one out right now?
Two. Strike out in that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Okay, so after all that, Alex Harden will step in after a hectic play there. The runner does advance all the way over to third base. Alex Harden will try to tack on a few runs there. That's a ball low, 1-0. Fouls that off into the Aaron Schofield tree, 1-1. That ball's hit hard over to Brandon Williams. He'll think about it, and he gets him in a rundown, gets him for the out. So that'll do it for the bottom of the third. We head to the top of the third. 5-1 remains the score.
That's a grit and grinder play right there.
Kind of a hectic inning there, but it works out well for the Mojo. Now in the third inning, 5-1 remains the score, and Wolfpack are going to try and keep it right there for this game number 1. With a chance to put on some more runs in the bottom of the third, as that is a ball inside. 1-0. After that hot start, 3 home runs in the first inning, we didn't get anything in the second. Fouls that off. A good kind of strategy the better pitchers in the league utilize is throwing more strikes in the first inning to elicit some swings, then kind of going away from it in innings 2 and 3. Just this time, batters caught up to those first pitch strikes as that's fouled out of play. 1-2 count. Slider sails just outside. 2-2 count. Sam Thomas already up to 67 pitches. Bold take, full count to Houston Schmutz. That ball is absolutely destroyed. Right when I start talking about home runs, another one comes in. 4 on the game, and that's the 5th home run for Houston Schmutz to tie atop the leaderboard. The AWA regular season, 6-1 now the score. It's not like that was a bad pitch from Sam Thomas. He's out of the strike zone. Houston just was able to catch up to it as Austin Whitehouse will now step in. So every player on the Mojo except for Brandon Williams has a home run now in this game. Swing in there. 0-2 count to Austin Whitehouse. That ball's in play over to Alex Hardin, and he'll just step on first for the ground out. 1 away.
Now batting for the Metropolitan Mojo, the second baseman, number 29, Brandon Williams.
So Brandon Williams will now step in. That ball going back, and that is barely out of here for a home run. So just as I said it, the only member of the Mojo who didn't have a home run, Brandon Williams hits a wall-scraping home run to join the club. And it looked like that was a pretty much, I don't want to say gimme, but a gimme rob for Ian Michael. He just like couldn't track the ball down. Very catchable. But just like that, it's now 7-1. And 8-1. It's they're throwing BP out there, it seems like that. That's 3 home runs in a row for this Mojo squad. 8-1 now the score. And with that, Dominic DeMiro also ties with 5 home runs league lead. It's starting to fall apart for this Wolfpack team.
Looks like they might not need me today.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell's going on up there?
Oh my God. You okay? Take it, you good? Time. You're the trainer. Oh God. Did the chair just break? What the fuck? I'm suing your ass. I fucking snapped it. Oh my God. Are you okay? You want this stool? Yeah, give him a stool. 100 tickets to a PDR.
Okay, well, Let's just say that's one of the more predictable things I've seen.
Whew, okay.
Oh, I'm looking at the chat.
It's like the noises just kept coming. There was one big bang and then the noises just kept coming.
Okay, so he
skip a meal or two.
he loses his chair privileges. He's now on stool duty. Okay, so after all that, I don't even know what happened there. Was there a pitch thrown?
No.
Huh?
No pitch.
No pitch. Okay. Top of the third.
Like, really?
What?
I'm so looking at the chat.
Here we go.
I'm still looking in the chat.
Okay, 8-1 the score here in the top of the third. One and 0. 3 home runs in a row. 6 total on the game. That's a swing and a miss right there. 1-1. Two and 1 count.
Not my finest moment. I mean, I'm on a diet for sure now.
Seems like it. Swing and a miss right there. 2-2. Sam Thomas up to 78 pitches here in the top of the third. Got him swinging. Strike 3 for the second out. Now Sam Thomas is going to try and put away Austin Whitehouse here to get out of this inning. It's been a lobathon. Not a lobathon, but Mojo have been putting on a clinic over there. That's over to Alex Hardenhill to throw it over to Sam Thomas, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the third. Wolfpack have some work to do. So Zach Inouye will step in to try and mount a comeback here in game 1. (8-1) is currently the score, and we have seen some comebacks this year, especially for 7 runs. Isn't I mean, it's a lot, but it's not undoable. Pilots have done that before this year. 1-0. 2-0, and Zach Inouye rightfully just taking some pitches here. That ball is going back, and that's out here over the line. That's a home run for Zach Inouye. 8-2 now the score.
I thought he might have had a little beat on that thing. I thought he had a chance to rob that, but
yeah, and I was also it was a right line to get to that target, which no one has been able to hit it yet. As Ian Michael will now step in, fouls off that first pitch, 8-2. Fouls it off again. Trying to do the math here. So Mojo have 5 home runs. Wolfpack have 2, so 7 home runs already in this game. He'll foul that one off, so Ian Michael trying to get on base any way he can.
Got a unusual defense right now, seems like.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, Dominic DeMuro, he likes playing third, but he likes playing way deep. So that just kind of gives any roller down that third base line and almost an automatic hit. So takes away that slow roller. I think that's what they're trying to do. Fights that one off. Remains 2-2. Does not go. Full count, T and Michael. That ball is going back, and that is destroyed. 8th home run of this game. 5th home run for Ian Michael, so he'll join Dominic DeMiro with 5. This has kind of turned into a home run derby here. I don't know if I've seen this many home runs in a game in a long time.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. I don't think any lead is safe right now, especially if you're going to walk guys and get men on base.
Are you trying to talk yourself up to get yourself in there? Well, your back might be hurting right now, back on the DL after that. Ball 1. Doesn't pull the trig there. Sam Thomas 1-1. Popped up out of play. So we're just waiting on Sam Thomas and Alex Harden to join the party. Everyone else here has hit a home run. 2-2.
Just trying to get that first out is kind of the big thing right now. You just got to stop the bleeding at this point.
And that is just underneath it over to Houston Schmutz, and he'll make the play for the first out.
In play.
It's almost like a momentum situation. You start getting stuff together, and then that first out kind of slows everyone down a little bit. So now Alex Harden will step in. It's a ball. 2-0 count to Alex Harden. 3-0. 2 home run man, Zach Inouye on deck. A little bit of a lob pitch right there to get him to swing. Sometimes that's kind of the best strategy. Just give some lob pitch outside of the zone to get someone to swing and miss. That ball out of play. Full count to Alex Harden. Inside, and that'll be a walk. So Alex Harden will keep this rally train moving. Zach Inouye will now step in. He's got the 2 home runs and a strikeout. Dingers are nothing for Zach Inouye here in game 1. See if Austin Whitehouse tries to pitch around him here. Probably not a bad idea. 1-0. Lays off the drop ball. 2-0. 3-0. Ian Michael on deck. Hit a home run in his last at bat. And that's a 4-pitch walk. So 2 on now for Ian Michael, who is tied the league lead 5 home runs. Another opportunity here to be the first one to get to 6. More importantly, get within 2. 2 runs of the lead, that is. 1-0. Thought about it, does not go. 2-0 count. Spikes that one. 3-0. So a little command issues here for Austin Whitehouse. Big hack, just a little late. 3-1. Battles back to full count. Nails him there, so bases juiced with only 1 out. Sam Thomas has a chance to get within 1 run. No lead is safe in the AWA. Speedster inside. 1-0. Strike right there. Austin Whitehouse is having some good velocity command. That ball's in play. That'll drop. Houston Schmutz will just get the runner at first, but a run will score. So now 2 outs, score 4-8. Will come down to Alex Harden. And he'll get a first pitch strike, bottom of the zone, 0-1. That's another tough pitch right there. Alex Harden doesn't like it. Might use ABS there. 0-2. Throws him right there, strike 3, and after the little bit of a rally there, the Mojo will take game 1. So we'll be back shortly for game number 2. Mojo take game 1, 8-4.
You're right, big dog. Yeah, it was awesome. It was like a slow motion crash. Is it true? Much muscle mass behind? Yeah. I don't know.
Wow, I think we do it.
Greatest moment ever?
Who has to submit first?
I have it in my head if I say it.
Who's pitching for you guys? Ian?
Leave it. Yeah, can't waste those. They're amazing.
What are you guys doing?
Same lineup.
So welcome back. Ready to start game number 2. Mojo, first team to 10 wins. Wolfpack, first team to 10 losses. Austin Whitehouse will be back on the mound. Pitched very well in the first 2 innings, had a bit of trouble in the last one. And the first pitch in there fouls it off. 0-1. That ball's in play over to Brandon Williams, who can't handle it, and Zach Inouye is in there with a single. And so with that, Ian Michael will step in. Still no player has got to 6 home runs, but after we saw 7 home runs in that first game, I think it's very possible him or Dominic DeMiro, Houston Schmutz, any of them can get to the coveted 6 home runs. Alex Hatch has 5 home runs, but he's missed 2 series so far in the season, so who knows where he'd be. Lays off that one. 2-2 count. Sam Thomas on deck. Wouldn't say there's must-wins quite yet in AWA regular season, as that's popped up and playable over to Houston Schmutz, and will make the play for the first out. But
Now batting for the Western Wolfpack, pitcher number 44, Sam Thomas.
So now Sam Thomas will step in. That's just kind of the way it goes. I mean, they had a good season last year. They made the postseason, but all these teams are very competitive. So if you start to fall behind the pack, it makes it so much tougher in the second half of the season. Sam Thomas trying to start. So that ball's in play and caught for the out. So that's a ground out right there, but it will advance the runner into scoring position. 2 outs now here in the top of the first inning. Alex Harden still waiting to join the home run club. Fouls that one back. Does not go. 1-1. Outside again. 2-1 count. Outside. 3-1 count to Alex Harden. Got him swinging on a nice looking drop right there. So 2-2. Does not go. Full. Sorry, walk right there for Alex Harden. So now 2 on for the best hitter on this Wolfpack squad today. Zach Inouye's 3 for 4 in the 2 series combined, with 2 home runs and a single. Just has the 1 strikeout. Another big opportunity here for Zach Inouye to try and take the lead here early. Fouls that one off. 0-1. Outside. Top of the zone. Tough spot there for Zach Inouye. 1-2. That ball's hit hard into the gap. Sam Thomas taking a look. And he is gonna hold. So now bases juiced after another single from Zach Inouye, and it'll be bases loaded. So now bases loaded for Ian Michael. He already has a grand slam this year. And that's a strike right there. 0-1. Holds off. Good news for the Wolfpack is they are getting traction on the base path here early in game 2. Fouls that one back. 1-2 count. Deep back, and that is a grand slam for Ian Michael. First to 6 home runs, and more importantly, gives the Wolfpack a 4-0 lead. So you point where it went. Ian Michael squarely putting himself in that Silver Slugger race right there. That is his 6th home run of the year, already 15 RBIs. He's only played in 3 series. So 4-0 here, the score. And that ball's going back, and that's off the top of the wall. Sam Thomas was that close to joining the home run party here in this series, but we'll take a single. And now Alex Harden will step in on this 2-out rally for the Wolfpack. A bit of a quick pitch there, misses high, 1-0. Swing in there. 6-run cap in innings 1 and 2, so home run here would end the inning. Just misses it and caught at the fence is Houston Schmutz, so that'll do it. To the top of the first inning, we head to the bottom of the first. Wolfpack ahead 4-0.
Oh man, thank you. What did you There's a chair that would not support my weight. Backwards. Lean back too far.
And here's a look at the crowd. It's getting pretty rowdy over there. So here we are in the bottom of the first inning. Ian Michael back on the mound for the first time today. We'll see if he can kind of dial it in here against this power hitting Mojo lineup. They're not down very often, but they find themselves down 4-0.
Now batting for the Metro Republican Mojo, the second baseman, number 29,
Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams will lead it off. Got a ball scraping home run in his last at bat of game numbered 1. It's a little bit of a lob. He's just going to go to the lob. Interesting. Yeah, Brandon Williams does not swing very often. As Dominic DeMiro swings there, so 0-1. Up high, 1-1 count. There's a strike on the outside corner, 1-2.
The Randy tape.
Nails him there, 2-2 count. And Michael sitting at a 4.05 ERA on the year. That'll sail a bit high. Full count. That ball is popped back out of play, so we'll do full count again. Ian Michael 10 pitches in. That's inside. The Mojo's kind of MO in the first inning of games is just walking as much as they can.
I'm going to try this one again.
Houston Schmutz will step in. Houston up to 5 home runs. With a chance to join Ian Michael. There's a first pitch strike right down the middle, 0-1. 0-2. Caught him swinging on 3 straight pitches for the first out. Ian Michael staring him down a little bit. And that's a big first out. Not too many places to put these base runners now, as Austin Whitehouse will now step in. Strike 1. Pulls that one inside. 1-1 count. That ball popped up. Oh my. That would have been bad for both the pitcher and runner. That just relying on the backspin there.
Ian's a quick worker. He's throwing strikes. He's filling it up. Got to be ready.
Does not go. Appreciate the honesty from the first baseman. Full count now. A little bit of a check swing over to Ian Michael. Dominic DeMiro's going, and that's a double play. Great play there from Ian Michael to get out of the inning. And we're headed to the top of the second. 4-0 to score. So here we are in the top of the second inning. Zach Inouye will lead it off. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. One will drop low. That ball's hit hard but foul. 1-1. That's all to take it. I mean, Zach Inouye has been the best hitter in this series. Getting on base almost every time. He's only gotten out once in that first inning. 3-1 count. And that's outside, so he'll get on base again via the 5-pitch walk. Now the man who hit the grand slam in this game. Already up to 15 RBIs. He has a chance to be the first person to 7 now. He's got 2 more games left of work. That's a strike right there. Perfect pitch, 0-1. 0-2. Fouls it off. I will say I do appreciate both these pitchers are quick workers. That ball's in play over to Dominic DeMiro. And it's a good toss over there, just wasn't in time, so a single there for Ian Michael to get on, and now Sam Thomas will step in, and that is a grounder over to Houston Schmutz, but it's a productive out as both runners advance. 40 feet. And now Alex Harden will step in. That's just fouled. Has a walk and a fly out. Just missed a home run in the first inning of game 2. And he might just miss it again as that's popped up to Dominic DeMiro. Zach Inouye thought about it. Oh, and Brandon Williams kind of trips his pitcher there for the first out.
So he's the batter.
So after all that, I mean, Zach Inouye most likely probably would have scored, but he holds. So now we got 2 outs here, and Zach Inouye is right back up. Maybe he wanted to hit himself in. Takes a pitch outside, 1-0. That ball going back. That's off the top of the wall. And Zach Inouye's in there with a double to get another RBI. on the board. Hit himself in there. So they'll score 5-0.
Did it hit somebody to defend a dead ball? Right there?
Not if it's in play.
Huh?
Not if it's in play.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now Ian Michael has a chance to step in here again. 5-0 now the score. And that is fouled out of play. Big swing right there, 0-2. Outside, 1-2 count. That ball going back, has a chance, and that is out of here. 3-run home run, Ian Michael. First to 7 home runs. And Ian Michael is on one heck of a tear here in this game. Turning this game completely over in favor of the Wolfpack after a tough game one. It's 8-0 now. Now Sam Thomas is going to step in, trying to keep this rally going. And that first pitch is a ball inside, 1-0. Just underneath that one, 1-1. That ball going back, solo home run, Sam Thomas, and he'll join the home run party. First of the day, and I'm starting to have a tough time keeping track of how many home runs we've seen today. It's got to be a record already. I want to say like 10 home runs. I'm trying to think. I think it was 7 in the first game, and we've already seen at least 3 here in game 2. And now it just comes to, oh boy, he's pitching lefty. And if you can't pitch righty, may as well try lefty. Oh mine, it might work, and it does. He gets out of the inning. He might have to utilize that strategy more often, but we head to the bottom of the second inning. 9-0 the score.
Alex, just need you to join the home run party.
I'll believe me, I'm trying.
It's like rock hard.
So here we go. Bottom of the second, and the Mojo are in one of the biggest deficits you'll see. That ball is popped up and hits the tree. Almost worked there. 9-0 the score. And that is popped up. Ian Michael utilizing the lob strategy there, and it works for the first out of the inning. And now Dominic Demir will step in. That ball is destroyed. Oh, into the lights, and Dominic Demiro now sole possession of second place on the home run leaderboard with 6 home runs. Ian Michael, just a bit of a lob pitch right there, trying to get him off guard, and now it's 9-1. Trying to keep him there. Houston Schmutz will step in.
Ooh, juicy.
Fouls that back, 0-1. 1-1. That ball's hit over to Zach Inouye. A little bit of a bobble. He does a nice throw over, but it's not going to be in time. A single there for Houston Schmutz to keep this inning going. Austin Whitehouse will now step in, trying to chip away at those runs scored from the Wolf Pack. Just low, 1-0. Fouls it back, 1-1. Strike, top of the corner, 2-2 count now. And Michael up to 30 pitches here. Got him swinging right there. Strike 3 for the second out of the inning. Now Brandon Williams will step in. While walking a fly out. Ball 1. Two and 0 count. Three and 0 count. Wolfpack trying to get out of this inning. Chance to tack on some more in the top half of the third.
Oh.
And I don't know why he's not swinging at that.
3-1.
Oh, or 3-2 now. That's in play over to Zach Inouye, through the legs. And everyone is going to be safe. Would have gotten him out of the inning. Error right there on Zach Inouye. And Houston will advance all the way over to third. Now Dominic DeMiro will step in. I think Ian Michael's going to pitch very carefully here with a base open. Slow right there. 2-0 count. Dominic DeMiro. 3-0. And all things considered, that was probably the best move there from Ian Michael to walk Dominic DeMiro. Yes, he also doesn't want anyone to touch his current home run lead at 7. So Houston Schmutz will now step in with the bases loaded here in a 9-1 game. No pitch, 62 on the gun, so we'll do it again. Just missed that one. Foul ball. Had the distance. And we're losing some valuable balls here. Nicks the zone, 0-2. Hits the top at 62 on the gun, so we'll do it again. He's
nicking everything.
Lucked out twice there. Just barely some speed checks there, so new life for Houston Schmutz. We'll see if he can take advantage of it. Inside, 1-2 count.
62. That didn't hit it. Wait, that was the ball.
2-2 count. That ball's in play over the base. It'll get the out at third. Great play from Zach Inouye to strand all the runners. We are headed to the top of the third. So Zach Inouye will lead it off here in the top of the third. 9-1 the score. And the man has been impossible to get out. here in game 2. He's got 2 singles, a double, and a walk. Strike 1. Little flick of the wrist, and that ball is destroyed. Foul, 0-2. Popped up and caught for the out is Dominic DeMiro.
Nice play.
So Ian Michael will step in. Currently the home run leader sitting at 7. He's going to try and keep tacking on home runs if he can. 2-0. Big hack, but 61 on the guns will remain 2-0. Fouls that one back. 2-1. 61 again. Remains 2-1. That ball just foul. Evens it up, 2-2. Swinging and missing. The third strike right there. 2 outs now in the top of the third. Sam Thomas will step in. Trying to continue to tack on runs here. I mean, we saw in game 1 that 8 runs isn't necessarily comfortable in the AWA, which is hard to believe. Swinging there, 0-2. Fouls that one back. Remains 0-2. That ball hit to the wall, and Sam Thomas is running in there, and he'll get in there safely with a single. It's kind of a tough spot right there. Hit it hard enough to get through the fielders. So the inning will continue now. Alex Harden will step in. Always a little tricky there if it spins right back in. Yeah, 0-1. Outside. 1-1 count to Alex Harden. Ball's hit over to no man's land, and everyone's going to be safe. A single there for Alex Harden, and it's kind of the way this defensive team is lined up. Any roller down the third base line, there's no one really over there just because Dominic, the third baseman, plays all the way deep, and I think that just might be because he's a lefty, so even if it got to him there, oh, that ball's dialed, curves in, and everyone's going to be safe. That looked like it was foul by a mile and then curved right back in. So now the bases are loaded just like that for who else but Ian Michael, who hit a grand slam already. Ooh, a little bit of a lobby right there, 0-1. Big hack, 0-2. Lays off the drop balls, reload on balls. 1-2 count. I think a grand slam right here would lock in Ian Michael for MVP front runner. 2-2. Just hard to believe, especially because he's on a team that's currently 3-10. hits the bat, so we'll do it again. Full count. Would have been a walk. That ball popped up and playable right to Houston Schmutz. So that'll do it for the top of the third. Austin Whitehouse does well to keep the score right where it is. We head to the bottom of the third. Mojo need 8 runs to keep this thing going.
Can you copy that, Sarah? I won't. No, I won't tilt back.
No.
All right, any chair. This is not comfortable. You know, you want that chair? You can't lean back there. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah, I'm not that fat. Well, you're the first person to do it. Fatter people. Bring out the metal chair.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure.
Where's the chair go, Blay has? You lean on the side.
You want to take this stool? Yeah. Another good chair. Ooh, this is way better. It's much better than okay.
So here we are in the bottom of the third inning. Both of these games have been kind of a blowout until we get to the third, and then it starts to get interesting. So we'll see if the Mojo can do it here as Austin Whitehouse looks at a first pitch strike from Ian Michael. That ball going back, he confuses Alex Harden there, a little bit of a curve ball. And he's on there with the single. Looked like he had a read on it, and then it just curves over. And it's always a tough start when that first runner gets on, as that is popped up right to Zach Inouye for the first out. 1 out now. Dominic DeMiro will step in. We'll see how Ian Michael approaches this. Inside, 1-0. Looks like he's pitching to him here, 1-1. Fouls that one back. 1-2 count. He comes to collect some balls. Dominic DeMiro, 2 walks and a home run.
I mean, you got an 8-run lead. You're just going to throw strikes and try and get the win. Just need 2 outs.
1-2 count. That ball drops low. 2-2. Full count now to Dominic DeMiro. And that's high, so a walk right there for Dominic DeMiro.
Yeah, we'll all get in the life story after this.
That ball fouled out of play. 0-1.
Good spot.
0-2. That ball is going to stay in the foul ball area, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count on Houston Schmutz. Got his first single, Ian Michael, in this game. Lays off the dropper, 1-2 count. Nice AB here from Houston Schmutz to get this pitch count up on Ian Michael. 59 pitches so far. And that ball is absolutely destroyed over the batter's eye for a 3-run home run. And it's never been easy to close out a game. 4-9 now the score with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. with that, Houston Schmutz is up to 6 home runs to tie second place with his teammate Dominic DeMiro. Austin Whitehouse will step in. One and out.
I got it.
2-0. That ball over to Alex Harden. A little bit of a bubble. He'll throw for the out. Nice play there from Alex Harden. A little bit of a redemption after that first hit kind of confused him out there. So now 2 outs. It'll come down to Brandon Williams. Ball 1. Wolfpack 1 out away from getting to 4 wins on the season. A lob right there, 3-0, and he's just not swinging at all. 3-1. Full count now. That ball is fair over to Zach Inouye. Brandon Williams will get on. So this inning or this game is not over yet. Dominic DeMiro will step in again.
2 outs. 2 outs.
He's got 3 walks and a home run here in this game. That ball is fouled out of play. Sam Thomas actually made a nice run on it there. Almost was able to go over and snag it out there. So 0-2 now on Dominic DeMiro. Anything close, you know he's swinging. 1-2. 2-2. Full count now. Ian Michael doesn't want to leave anything close. Little change piece there. That was a bold move. It'll stay full count. That's low. So after all that, runners on first and second. Ian Michael just trying to get one more out to close this game.
You guys want? My bad.
Sales high. 1-0. Two 2-0. Strike right down the middle, 2-1. Well, we've hit 10 home runs today, so the ball supply has been depleted.
So ball girl. 2-1.
63 on the gun, so remain 2-1. Fouls it back. 2-2 count. Wolfpack 1 pitch away from getting out of this thing. That ball's hit hard over to Alex Harden, and he can't make the play. Bases loaded. And this inning continues.
What?
9-4. Fouled back. I think he was asking you for a single there.
Yeah, you got a single. little home cooking.
1-1. That ball's in play over to Alex Harden. He's got a chance, and he'll tag him there and get out of the game. The Wolfpack take game number 2, 9-4. And we will head to game number 3, the rubber match, to decide.
Sam, on the mound? No.
There's a few back there. Oh, none have them. I think there's one in Joe's yard.
I will get that one. So, can I give this to Neil? No, I'll give it. Yeah, I'll put it on. You got this? Okay.
So here we are, ready to start game number 3. The Mojo dominated in game 2. Mojo dominated in game 1. So the Mojo currently sitting at 10-4. Wolfpack currently sitting at 4-10. The Wolfpack can sneak away another win here. That would be one of the biggest upsets of the season. Currently taking the field, Sam Thomas will be on the mound here in game 3, the rubber match.
Brandon, you ready? Brandon, you ready?
So here we go, ready to start game number 3. Sam Thomas, there he is. 4.72 ERA, came in at a 4.05 ERA, so after that little bit of a rough game 1, but they have faith in him. He's back out there for game 3, and Brandon Williams will step in. Strike 1. 0-2. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. Strike 3.
Ian, it's the umbrella that I'm looking at. So just, no, you're good. Just like a step is all we need.
So now Dominic DeMiro will step in. Early 2nd place in home runs. Let's look at his stats right there. Those aren't fully updated yet, but will be after the game, as that is a foul ball, leaves it short, 1-1. Dominic will be pitching here in game 3.
Oh, 1-1.
Swinging on the drop ball, 1-2.
Yeah. Randy hit a double or Rayleigh hit a double or something.
Fouls that back. Remains 1-2 here to Dominic DeMiro. That ball's hit over to Zach Inouye. He'll throw over.
Ball's in front.
And he can't make the play. So now Houston Schmutz will step in. That ball going up a mile, and that is a 2-run home run for Houston Schmutz to tie Ian Michael. That ball is lost up there. It never came down. 2-0 the score here already. And this has been an absurd amount of home runs in a series. We might not ever see this many home runs. So now Austin Whitehouse will step in. Ball 1. A lot of audio going on right there, 1-0. That ball popped up. Sam Thomas makes the play. Still has those sure hands over there, even after giving up those home runs. So now 2 outs here in the top of the 1st. Nice little play right there. Never a doubt. And now Brandon Williams will step in. Struck out in his first at bat. That ball's in play over to Zach Inouye. He'll knock it down and he'll throw for the out. We'll take a look at the replay. Call on the field is out. He got him by a step. So that'll do it for the top of the 1st. After the 2-run home run, Wolfpack come to hit.
Jack, my 8th grade teacher, my 8th grade homeroom teacher just texted me, "Let's go, finish your math." I did not tell him we had a game. That's hilarious.
So there's Dominic DeMiro taking the mound here. 3 ERA on the season. Pretty good whip. Only 3 Ks, so not really the strikeout pitcher we're used to. 3 Ks per 3 innings, but still limited work. We do have Tommy tickets. I know he's itching to get out there, but he might be back on the injured list after breaking the chair up here. So we'll see. Zach Inouye will step in. On an incredible tear right now, Zach Inouye. It's at 625. No batters in the 600s. There's 2 batters currently after week 4 in the right at 500. This has just been the series of offense. That is low, 1 and 2. A quick pitch there, 2 and 2. That ball's hit over to Brandon Williams. He'll knock it down and throw over and get the out. Nice job there. Get the first out of the inning. Now Ian Michael will step in. Now that he's got ball's fouled up. Now that he's got Houston Schmutz tied with him with 7 home runs, he's going to try and pull ahead again, as that is a strike on the outside corner. 0 and 2. Only read at 59, but that looked very quick. 1 and 2. A lot of lefty pitchers here in this league. Dominic DeMiro and Sam Thomas both pitching in this game. Drew Gradwell currently leading in all major categories. The Northern Nighthawks, 2025 MVP and Cy Young, reigning. Fouls that one back, 2 and 2. Does well to lay off of it. Full count to Ian Michael. Caught him swinging out of the zone for the 2nd out of the inning. Now Sam Thomas will step in this lefty-lefty matchup. Battle of pitchers trying to cut this lead in half. I mean, knock on wood, but this is the least amount of offense we've seen in the first inning of a game. 2-0 after 1. Seems odd. Big first pitch swinging, 0 and 1. Goes right back to the slider, 1 and 1 as it sails outside. That ball over to Brandon Williams. A little bit of a bobble, and he'll throw for the out. So that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning right there for the bottom of the first. We head to the top of the second. 2-0 remains the score. Sam Thomas back on the mound. Trying to hold this Mojo team with only a 2-0 lead. And Dominic DeMiro will lead it off. Currently sitting at 6 home runs. Ball drops low, 1-0. Inside, 2-0 count. Schmutz on deck. This Mojo team. Two of the top two players as that is caught for the out. Nice job, Sam Thomas. Spatial awareness right there. Had Dominic running by him. He's got the gazebo-like structure over there and the concrete. Good thing he wasn't wearing cleats. That concrete with cleats is a disaster. So one out now. That's a big out. Fortunately, doesn't get much easier with Houston Schmutz stepping in. Co-lead with Ian Michael over there. And Ian Michael's all the way back against the wall. Trying to give himself as much space as possible to make a play, potentially, on a deep ball. Fouled back. 2 and 1.
One more. Sorry.
Oh!
Sorry, man.
Nice little catch right there without looking. Outside, 3 and 1 count to Houston Schmutz. That'll be a 5-pitch walk. Austin Whitehouse will step in. 2 home runs on the year, and he's really starting to figure it out hitting-wise. Flip the cap around, see if that helps. That ball popped up out of play. 0 and 1. One and 1. Flips the cap right back around. Didn't like how that felt. That ball going back right to Ian Michael. He's got a throw. It was a nice throw right there to keep the runner at second base. I mean, that's always kind of a dangerous risk-reward situation there. But 2 outs now here in the top of the second. Brandon Williams will step in. Strike out in the ground out here. That ball's in play over to Zach Inouye. He'll knock it down and throw. Oh, and Alex Harden cannot collect the ball there. Would have been an out to get out of the inning. And the runner advances all the way to third. That's tough. So runners on the corners now with 2 outs. Ball 1. This is the last thing Wolfpack wanted, was give Dominic DeMuro another chance, and that's what they're doing here. Alex Harden just looked away right as the ball was coming into his hand. He normally is the DH for this team, but no Thomas Playhouse, so he's going to have to step in there. 2 and 1. Does have a base open.
3 and 1.
So we might try to utilize that base just in case. You don't want to give up a free runs here. Oh, he stops it there. Throws over for the out. What a play from Sam Thomas. That ball was hit right out of him. Look at that reaction time. My goodness. Great play right there to get out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 remains the score. Alex Alex Harden will lead it off. His first at bat after a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the first. Finally get to hear his walk-up song. If that'll motivate him here. Got 2 home runs on the year. 80 career regular season home runs. Oh, a little bit of a bug pause.
You saw that, right? I saw you react. I didn't see it. Bug in the eye? In the ear.
That's tough. See if that bug gives him superpowers.
Hopefully. Yeah. It's spazzing out.
Lets that one sail inside, 1-0. Outside, 2-0. That ball into play in no man's land. He's going over to first, and he can't collect the ball. In there is Alex Harden.
Good try.
Would have been a nice play. I mean, Houston Schmutz, you know, he's playing over at first base. He doesn't, his right arm is a little bit shot, so kind of has to do that underhand throw. Now Zach Inouye, the Stars hitter in games 1 and 2. There's a strike right there for this Wolfpack squad. It's a different team when he's in the lineup. A tie. On-base machine. Fooled him a bit right there. 1 and 2 on the changeup. Looks very juicy and then just drops right on the mound. Dominic DeMiro doesn't necessarily have the craziest looking pitches, but he's one of the best at that change of speed. You see right there, that's right back to him. He's gonna try and throw and he'll get the lead runner. A little of a lob right there. So does well to get Alex Harden over at second. Now Ian Michael will step in with 1 out. Struck out his first at bat. Fouls that one straight back, 0-1. Inside, 1-1. Thought about it, does not chase on the changeup that drops before the mat, 2-1. Thought about it again. He wanted to. 3-1 count to Ian Michael. .458 average here on the early season. That ball going back, that's off the wall. Zach Inouye speeding into third, and he's in there with a stand-up double. Nice piece of hitting right there from Ian Michael. So runners on second and third in scoring position. Sam Thomas has a chance to even up this game. Dominic DeMiro step in and fouls that one straight back. Might want that pitch back. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. There's a strike on the inside corner. Quick 0-2 count to Sam Thomas. That ball hanging up and caught. Zach Inouye's coming home, and that'll be a sacrifice fly right there to cut the lead in half. Nice job right there to notice the throw. There's a few guys playing second base that you do not want to run on, no matter the cost. One of those guys is Keaton McKay. He's not there, fortunately, so they'll get the sacrifice there. Ball 1 to Alex Harden. Outside, 2-0. Just misses that one. It's going to go right to Dominic DeMuro, and that will end the inning. Alex Harden pops out, but the Wolfpack get one back, score 2-1 as we head to the top of the third inning. A much closer game here in game 3. 1 run separates these two teams. Both teams fighting to stay where they are in the standings. Mojo have 3 teams on their heels, and the Nighthawks currently at 8-4. The Enforcers and the Cyclones at 7-5. They currently sit at 10-4. Houston Schmutz will step in. Has a home run and a walk. Ball 1. Swinging over the top of that drop ball. Two and 1. Sam Thomas trying to keep this game with only a 1-run deficit. That ball's destroyed over to Ian Michael. He'll to make the catch and throw over. He's gonna be safe even if the foot wasn't there. We'll take a look at the replay. He's safe over there, so a single there for Houston Schmutz. Austin Whitehouse will now step in. Ian Michael kind of took his time there on that throw, but he did throw a pretty good strike over to Alex Harden at first. Ball 1. Two and up. Big hack, but 62 on the pitch will remain 2-0. No pitch for any pitch, 61 and above. That ball going back, has a chance. Ian Michael almost made the rob, but he is unable to do so. A 2-run home run for Austin Whitehouse. 4-1 now the score.
Dude, the daddy back, I love it.
Austin Whitehouse starting to put it together offensively. 3rd home run of the year. 267 average now. Gosh, and Ian Michaels had 2 robbing opportunities, just hasn't been able to time it up correctly. I mean, normally he's playing over at third base or pitching, so not normally a position he's used to. And already it's starting to get out of hand for this Wolfpack team. They're trying to limit the damage here to get on base in the bottom half of the 3rd. 4-1 the score. Still with no outs. That ball's in play. Alex Harden just hit in the gap. No one's there. So this will continue. Now Dominic DeMuro will step in. Wolfpack trying to find an answer. Sam's side. Difference with the third inning is there is no run cap, so hypothetically an inning could go on forever. Knock on wood. That's fouled off. 1-1. Sam Thomas, though, still only at not too many pitches here.
Fastball.
2-1 count. Three and one now. Houston Schmutz on deck. Reloading the balls for Sam Thomas. That'll hit him. So a 5-pitch walk issued to Dominic DeMiro to keep this inning going. Houston Schmutz has been the best hitter for this Mojo team here in game 3. Currently 2 for 2. Home run, single, and a walk. Tied with Ian Michael out there at second base for. Whoa! How many face hits are we going to do of this Mojo team? Thank goodness he's wearing glasses. We're going to pause here.
Ironic. Yeah.
And if you're just joining the AWA here, the Mojo, it's one of the most interesting stats in the AWA is they've sent someone to the hospital in 2 of their 4 series so far. Luckily, Sam Thomas was wearing glasses, but might be every time the Mojo play, got to wear that protective softball gear. Yeah, we're gonna just take a look at that play right here. Ooh. Let Sam Thomas collect himself there. This Mojo team, man. I think he said to the medical staff, that's what I call it. His glasses were already broken, so might have broken them a little bit more. He's going to clean them off, and he'll be out there to pitch again. But that, I mean, 2 hits from this Mojo team to 2 players. I mean, Peter McNeil already out for an unlimited amount of time, and I think the only difference between that and Sam Thomas is Sam was wearing glasses, so might need to start making it require. Oh gosh, here's Robin coming out with safety glasses after 2 straight. Oh God. No. Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Everybody wears a diaper. Jeff, do you need a pair?
Everyone's putting on safety glasses now. Kind of have to every time the Mojo play.
I think it's a joke. I don't think you have to wear them. But maybe the pitchers should wear them.
I was like kind of joking.
Only when the Mojo are playing, pitchers should wear them.
No, I literally said to myself, like, okay, he's got glasses on, like, he got hit in the face, like, at least he would block it.
Yeah. Well, that was the problem with Peter, was it just, like, it just hit him straight on the eye.
Literally. His eye was the first thing that got touched.
Yeah.
This one, it might have gotten a little side bleeding.
So we're just waiting here for Sam Thomas. I think he's about ready to take the field again. Talking to the medical staff, going through concussion protocol. And he is going to make his triumphant return. There he is, Sam Thomas. Just had to do a little glasses cleaner, and he's back out there. He's good.
One out.
And now, after all that, Austin Whitehouse will step in with the bases loaded. It's right in the temple. Scary play right there. So now we'll have to recollect here. Austin Whitehouse will now step in. Sam Thomas is going to reset.
You want to throw a few?
He's going to throw a few.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah. Still not a strike.
So here we go. Austin Whitehouse ready to step in here. We'll see if that kind of wakes this Wolfpack team up here. Still no outs here in the top of the third. Bases loaded. Sam Thomas avoided disaster there. He's still back out there. Here we go. Ball's in play, but a foul ball down the line, 0-1. Good start. Strike on the bottom of the zone, 0-2. Thought about it, does not go, 1-2. That ball's hit over to Ian Michaels. Step on second, throw. Can't make the play. It hits the brick wall, so one run will come in. It's a fielder's choice right there.
I'm back. Yep.
Brandon Williams scores to make it 5-1.
Hey, one Austin.
So now runners on the corners for Brandon Williams. Fouls that off. That ball's in play. He's going to run over, throw, and Alex Harden can't make the play again. The first baseman play here today behind the Wolfpack has been tough to say the least. I'm not saying that was a super easy catch, but definitely one that could have been made. And this inning will continue. Dominic DeMuro step in, 6-1 now the score. Dominic DeMuro looks at 2 balls, 2-0. Inning slowly getting out of control for the Wolfpack. Came into the inning only down 1 run. 3-0. Anytime the Mojo play, it's always a long series. There's a strike. 3-1. Fouls that one off. Full count now. Dominic DeMuro. Fouls that one off again. Even up. 5 runs. The Mojo always trying to battle back. Keep getting on base. That's fouled out of play. 8th pitch of this at bat coming up. That ball going back. You won't believe it. Another foul ball. 9th pitch coming up. That is in play and playable right to Alex Harden, and he will make the play for the 2nd out. Nice job there from Alex Harden to secure that. Get the 2nd out of the inning. Wolfpack 1 out away from getting out of this inning. There's a nice pitch inside corner, 0-1. Houston Schmutz has been on a tear here in game 3. 3 for 3. 2 singles and a home run, along with a walk to go around for good measure. 1-1. Fouls that one off. 1-2. Wolfpack 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. You have some work to do, but much more manageable than game 1. Got him right there. Strike 3. And Sam Thomas battles back after getting nailed in the face. Wolfpack need 5 runs to keep this game going, 6 to walk it off.
Hey, do it for Sam, hey? No, hey, what is going on? What are we doing? Oh, I thought you were doing it for the pitcher. I'm like, you can't even throw.
So here we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Mojo up 6-1. Only thing standing in the way of the series win is Zach Inouye and this Wolfpack offense. They were down in game 1. Game 2, they really turned on the offense. Well, let's see if they can find it here in game 3. Zach Inouye looks at ball number 1. One and 1. Zach Inouye was hitting Austin Whitehouse very well in games 1 and 2. Still trying to find a hit here in game 3 against Dominic DeMuro. He's pitched very well against this Wolfpack team. 2-1 count. A little of a lob pitch right there. Goes around the bat. 2-2 count to Zach Inouye. Almost at the 2-hour and 30-minute mark of this broadcast. Got him swinging, strike 3 for the 1st out. Now Ian Michael will step in. One for 2. He's got a strikeout and a double here in game 3. Lets that one sail high. 1-0. Big swing. 1-1. Hit the zone. Lets that one drop low. 2-1 count. outside. 3-1. Sam Thomas on deck. Been some long games here today to begin week 5. Got him swinging.
I think it's 3-2, right?
Full count. Here it is, Michael. And he just gets underneath it, and Dominic DeMiro will make the play for the second out. So the hopes of this Wolfpack comeback slowly diminishing. And now Sam Thomas will step in, trying to keep this game going. It's the walk-up song. There's a first pitch strike. Lefty-lefty matchup has never been favorable on the MLB, not on the AWA. That ball over to Austin Whitehouse, and that will end the game. Mojo secure the series, but the Wolfpack take one. That'll do it here from Edmonds, Washington for the first game of week number 5. We will be back here tomorrow for Aces Pilots. That'll be it. And remember, as always, dingers are nothing.
So the 7 and 8 seeds, that we're doing a play-in game, right?